You're in a situation, and suddenly, a feeling washes over you. A little alarm bell rings in the back of your mind, or a quiet sense of knowing settles in your chest. You can't explain it with logic, but you just know. Something feels right, or something feels deeply wrong. We call this a gut feeling. But what is it really, and should you ever trust it? Imagine you're hiring for a new role in your company. After weeks of searching, you have 2 candidates in the final round. The first candidate looks perfect on paper. Their resume is flawless, they have glowing references, and they answer every interview question with practiced ease. The second candidate is good, but their resume has a few gaps. They seem a little less polished, yet as you talk to them, something just clicks. Your gut tells you they are the right person for the job. Your rational mind is screaming that the first candidate is the obvious, safer choice. But that quiet, persistent feeling keeps pointing you toward the second. This is the classic conflict between your head and your gut. We often romanticize intuition as a kind of magic, a sixth sense that gives us access to hidden truths. But the science tells a different, and perhaps more interesting story. Your intuition isn't coming from a mystical source. It's coming from the most powerful pattern recognition machine known to exist, your own brain. Throughout your entire life, your brain has been unconsciously cataloging every experience you have ever had. Every conversation, every book you have read, every mistake you have made, and every success you have enjoyed. This vast, hidden library of information operates in the background, far below the surface of your conscious awareness. Psychologists call this fast, automatic, and emotional system of thinking System 1. When you encounter a new situation, your brain instantly and unconsciously scans its entire library for similar patterns. It's looking for a match, a familiar script from something it's seen before. This process is known as thin slicing. Your brain has the incredible ability to make surprisingly accurate judgments from very narrow slivers of experience. A fleeting facial expression, a subtle change in tone of voice, or a slight hesitation. This all happens so quickly that you aren't aware of the complex calculation taking place. All you perceive is the end result, a feeling, a sudden sense of certainty, or a deep feeling of unease. This brings us to the gut part of the gut feeling. The work of neuroscientist Antonio Damasio helps explain this with what he called the Somatic Marker Hypothesis. He discovered that your brain attaches emotional tags, or somatic markers, to your memories of past events and their outcomes. Think of them like emotional post-it notes. A past decision that led to a great result gets tagged with a positive emotion. A mistake that led to failure and regret gets tagged with a negative one. When your brain finds a pattern in a new situation that matches a past experience, it doesn't just recall the data. It recalls the emotional tag attached to it. That strange feeling of dread when meeting someone new might be your brain recognizing a subtle behavioral pattern that it has associated with a negative outcome in the past. That jolt of excitement about a risky opportunity could be your brain matching the situation to a previous time you took a calculated risk and it paid off beautifully. That is your gut feeling. But here is the critical warning. Your intuition is only as reliable as the data it is built on. It is not infallible, and it can be a dangerous guide. If your past experiences in a certain area are limited, your intuition is just a guess. Even worse, if your experiences are filled with unfair biases, your intuition will reflect those biases perfectly. A gut feeling of mistrust towards a person from a different background might not be true intuition at all. It could simply be an unconscious stereotype, learned from your environment, masquerading as wisdom. So a gut feeling is not a magical message from the universe. It's a complex summary report from your own personal history, delivered in the language of emotion. Think of it as a lightning-fast internal advisor. This advisor has read every single page of your life story and is trying to give you a shortcut based on the recurring themes it has found. This advisor is incredibly quick, but it rarely explains its reasoning. It just delivers a conclusion, this is good or this is bad, and expects you to listen. The biggest mistake people make is to either treat this feeling as undeniable truth or to dismiss it completely as irrational nonsense. Neither approach serves you well. The wisest way forward is to see the feeling for what it is, a hypothesis. It's a starting point for curious investigation, not the final, unchangeable answer. So how do you use this powerful, ancient tool without letting it lead you astray? The solution is to create a deliberate dialogue between your intuitive gut and your analytical head. When you experience a strong intuitive hit, positive or negative, don't just act on it. Pause. Ask yourself, what might my past experiences be telling me right now? Then, use your rational mind to consciously look for real-world evidence that either supports or contradicts that feeling. Your intuition provides the question. Your rational mind is responsible for finding the answer. Listen to your gut, but always verify with your head.